Hey, this is Flux with fluxwithit.com, and here we're with BASTL Instruments, and they make a whole host of very interesting and very, very unique Eurorack modules, so we're going to kind of run through what they have and what's new. So why don't you tell us a little bit about who you are and what kind of modules you have here?
So with the BASTL Instruments, we're from the Czech Republic. All the modules we do are handmade. They have wooden oak front panels and custom-made knobs. That's like a friend of us with his father making knobs actually. Yeah. And pretty much our Eurorack lineup reaches from pretty much like all the modules you want. So we have a trigger sequencer, we have a kick drum module, which is way more than a kick drum. You can really use it to make bass lines and stuff like that. We have a state variable filter, a noise generator, multi-noise generator. We have a skis, which is like dual decay with VCA combined. We have a grandpa, which is a good seller. It's a sample player, so it plays wave samples from the micro SD card that you can just access from the front panel. We have CV Trinity, which is 6 voice or 6 channel modulation source, and each of those 6 channels can be LFO, ADSR, or knob recorder, so you can record knob movements into it. Then we have 2 new modules, clutch and dub-dub, and they are for the foot control. So with the clutch you can connect like up to 4 volume or expression pedals to have CV source.
And we have those down here hooked up. Exactly. So these connect into there?
Exactly, yeah. And then, so that's the volume pedals. And then we have like the sustain kind of switches, which are connected to this module, which is kind of more of the stompbox style of thing. So you can, for example, bypass a filter. But since it's modular, you can like choose between different trigger sequences that are being played back, which is pretty much what we're using now here in this particular patch. We have a 6-channel mixer, and there's the Quattro Figaro, which is like a clever module that can do like voltage control mixing. It's 4-channel, there are mix outs. You can also do voltage controlled panning or crossfading. It's really good for ring mod stuff where you have absolute control over the positive and negative range of the ring modulation. What else here? The buckle contact, that's the funniest module we have. It's an emulation of a broken cable. So it's a terrible 2x4 multiple. So yeah, basically you have a bad contact in there.
So the jack won't go in all the way, or what?
No. Just the tip of the jack will go in, and it eventually will lose the contact, you know?
Yeah.
So it like wobbles in, and you can use it as a random generator.
That's crazy. Like, I love that. That's very that's a very unique way of looking at things.
Yeah, I mean it's maybe the only one HP module that actually does stuff. Doesn't have actual connectors, it just has the holes, which are kind of terrible contacts. It's kind of a fun module, you know.
So can you tell us about the solenoids and everything that you have up here?
Sure, yeah, it's so we have a lineup of 3 modules that are made to control motors. So what we're seeing here in this setup is 3 different kinds of modules. So these are called solenoids, and they are great for doing this kind of percussive stuff. And this module can drive up to 4 solenoids. So you feed it with triggers, and this is what comes out. Actually, what you can do is with this knob, you can kind of control the intensity of like how hard the object is being hit. And there is also an expander where you can CV control this for each channel. Then there is this fan, which is a DC motor, and that's what the DC motor module is for, controlling DC motors. And this motor is called servo. It's great for setting angles and stuff like that. And that's the servo module for. So
How much power does the actuator module here? How much does that draw when it's going at full intensity?
So, like with all the motor modules, the Eurorack circuitry and the motor driving circuitry is completely isolated. So you need an external power supply just for the motors. Yeah. So there is no ground connection, therefore no noise transfer. That's like usually I work a lot with the motors, and like kind of the noise transfer from the motors back to the audio chain is a problem. So we solve that with like optocoupling, like optically isolating these two signal paths completely.
Excellent. So you just use like a relay between them, or how is that working? Is it just completely separate?
Yeah, it's a component called optocoupler, and it's a component where it's like a little LED and a phototransistor. So it's optically isolated. Kind of like a Vectral, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. And are all of these available right now?
Yes, except like the 4 new modules, which are the food controller modules I've just introduced, and the popcorn sequencer, and the output module. These will be shipping in March. Otherwise, all of them are available now, and these 4 new modules are now available for pre-order.
Excellent. And are you pre-ordering through your site or through distributors or what?
Yeah, if you go to our site, we have our own web shop which does the pre-orders.
Excellent. All right. Well, this is BASTL Instruments and FluxWithIt.com. Thank you.
Thank you.